Hey guys, what's up? GreenMachineSam back with another video, and today we're going to be discussing what's going to be happening during the draft, the roster, and everything like that for Madden 23. And I just wanted to answer some questions that I've seen and just make some points come across and just a bunch of stuff. Now, yes, I am playing MLB in these clips. I didn't have anything left over in Madden. I didn't really feel like playing Madden today, so we're just going to use some clips that a BR game that I had. I'm making this so I can answer most of the questions, if not all of them, beforehand and focus on the content of the roster the night of the draft, so that I don't have to, be answering this stuff in the comments and stuff like that. Okay, first and foremost, this roster's for PS5. Don't ask me why EA and Madden haven't decided to make their file share system cross-platform. I don't even think 2K does it at the moment, but MLB does it, so I would assume it's not very hard to do. Especially if the builds of the game are almost the same, if not the exact same, on the new gen systems. I understand not share filing with the old gen systems. I wish we could. I wish we could share files across every generation, right? PS4, PS5, Xbox, Xbox Series S, and Series X. I really wish we could. So, first and foremost, I do want to say thank you to all of the PS4 users out there that helped grow this channel with me last year. And I'm sorry I'm not going to be doing a roster on that console this year. So that does suck. We have hit 250,000 views total on the channel. So that is pretty fucking dope. That actually popped up last week in the Creator Hub. So that was pretty cool. But like I said, it's a struggle getting one roster done. I'm not going to be able to get two. And then I'm not going to be wanting to create almost 600 rookies. I know it'd be basically making the same rookie just twice on two different platforms, but with player models being different and stuff like that, it just doesn't make sense. One thing that I have seen is some people forget that they have to load the roster, so after you download it from the share file page, you do need to go in and load it. So there should be another, when you first back out, there should be another tab that says load and delete. You have to load it. If you're playing a franchise, if you're playing a Play Now game, you have to play it. Well, you have to load it, okay? Especially if you're creating a new franchise, which of course you have to make a new franchise if you want to use the roster in franchise mode. Unfortunately, there is no way to just get to the 2023 NFL draft and have a perfect record, the records matching and stuff. If you do decide to sim the season and stuff, yes, you have to go in and manually select who's winning each game, which takes quite a bit of time and it won't be 100% accurate. Either the Texans will be in first place, or you can do what I did, and the Texans and the Colts would swap places. So the Colts would be at number 2, and the Texans would be at number 4. So either way, it doesn't turn out 100% accurate. So I would suggest if you're going to make a franchise, wait until after the draft and until I get my roster done, or at least until you get, until the certain amount of rookies that you want done. That would be the major thing. So, as of right now, I have no idea of how to remove injured players from the rosters. So like Odell, I know I already put him on Baltimore, so you won't be able to remove him. If he does for some reason get released, you're gonna have to do it in franchise mode, as well as that one player that's on the Eagles that I'm not gonna be naming because he had that bad thing come out against him. He is listed as XX right now, so that he won't be able to be moved either. Plan right now is to stream on day 1 and day 2 of the draft whilst making the roster until the rounds of that night are done. I would assume I'm going to get rounds 1 and 2 and 3 done anyway on the night of the draft. I know I'm going to get round 1 done the night of the draft and round 2. 3 is up in the air. And then for day 3, which is rounds 4 through 7, I will be trying to get. I might stream. I don't know. It just depends on how many workarounds I'm going to have to do. Because if I'm going to have to close app and share and try a bunch of stuff, then I might not be streaming. Player creation will go as follow. They will be 1 year younger than they are right now because I'm going to be putting in their actual age. I'm not going to be putting in. So if it says like somebody wasn't born until May 21st of 2001, then I'm going to be putting in May 1st of 2001. So it's going to say that they're a little bit younger than what they actually are. This should help in the scheme of ages being mainly correct. Player equipment will be based upon Google image searches, in which whatever equipment the rookie is wearing the most / looks the coolest will be applied. Some equipment isn't in the game, of course, armband, sleeves, stuff like that. Some stuff I just won't be able to recreate because of the system EA has in place with the equipment. So like I said, I'm just going to Google search whatever pops up, whatever looks the coolest, that's what they're getting. Sorry, that's how I've done it. That's how I'm always doing it. Okay, because it kind of gets boring doing the same thing of making every skill position player just have, the smallest version of white tape, gloves, and, their Nike cleats. It gets boring. So if somebody, wore an arm sleeve for 6 games out of the season, they might be getting an arm sleeve. Just some fun stuff. Also with the player creation, the portrait that shows up in the roster might not be correct. I'm not going off of the portrait. I'm going off of how the helmet looks on the player. So if the player has a big head, I may not be going for the most accurate portrait picture, but how the helmet and the player's head looks on the body when playing the game. I just do that because it helps with just, everything. It helps with, because me personally, I would rather have a rookie that looks correct, especially if I'm playing a franchise mode, than the portrait that I'm going to see for a couple minutes every time, Now, if you don't agree with that, you can always go back and change the portraits as you see fit. The only big, change from that would be if, let's say, like a Trevor Lawrence was coming out right now, I would probably try to get his hair correct as well as his head shape and head size, but it wouldn't be the most important thing still. Contracts can't be changed. I'm just going to let you guys know now. I can't change the contracts. So if it accidentally gives him a 5-year, it gives him a 5-year. If it gives him a 3-year, it gives him a 3-year. That's just something you're going to have to fix in your franchise. I know it kind of sucks, but it is what it is. The only good thing is first-round rookies will more than likely have 5-year deals, which means they will not run on the same timeline as the rookies that are currently in the game. So that is a decent note, at least the high rookies. Some later round rookies will have to go over some lower overall players that aren't on teams. So once again, contracts won't be correct because the most I'll be able to sign them to is a 3-year deal, and then they'll be super expensive. So some lower overall rookies in the 6th and 7th rounds that I won't be able to create, that I'll have to put over some guys that just haven't been assigned to a team. They might only have 1 or 2-year deals, so you're gonna have to fix that. EA only allows me to create a certain amount of players, so once again, I'm not going to be able to get everybody. I'll try to get as many as I can. I'll try to make as many as I can, but I won't be able to get everybody, I don't think. Ratings, this is always a controversial thing for people. My ratings and how I do them are based off of when you were picked, not how I feel about somebody. So, it's the only way I feel fair about it. I think that NFL GMs should be given a little bit more credit than they are given. So, like 1 year when Danny Dimes was picked number 6 overall, he was, I think, like a 77, 78, something like that. So, and then Kenny Pickett last year was like a 74. So, I mean, you may not agree, but I think it's the only way fair. The roster will be uploaded after every 10 draft picks if I'm not too far behind in creation. So, round 1 should be pretty easy. It's going to get updated every 10 picks, and then the final update won't go until the 31st pick is over, so until round 1 is done. So that is the only big thing. Round 2, I'll try to get out as much as possible. If not, I will continue to create, and it will go up at the end of the night. Jersey numbers. Jersey numbers are based off of high school and college. 0 is not a jersey number in Madden 23, so I can't do it, but any other number is fair game. I'm not going to be changing players that currently already have a number on a certain team. They will be just getting a random number that looks best on them. Yes, you have to read down the roster every time it gets updated. Somebody did not know that. You have to re-download it every single time. If you don't, it will not do anything. You will not have the new people. Remember, if you don't like the roster, you can either change stuff about it that you think is wrong or incorrect, and if you don't like it, you can also say it with me, not download it or not play with it. It's all subjective. If you don't like it, you don't have to play with it. And then be patient with me, please. I am a one-man show, so I'm going to try to get through it as best as possible. If something doesn't come out, if I skip over a player, let me know. Just be like, hey, this player was in round 3 at pick, 76. You didn't get him. Is there a reason? Blah, blah, blah. You've picked 77, 78, 79. Just say something respectful in the comments. Don't be like, hey, dumbass, you fucking skipped this player. You're a piece of shit. I got one of those comments last year, and I'm pretty sure they got banned off YouTube. Because I reported their page. And I never saw it again. So, full draft should be done in a week, if not sooner, if I am able to create most, if not all, the players. Because it's going to be round 1, night 1, round 2, night 2, as well as hopefully round 3. Day 3 will more than definitely be round 4 at least. And then that's when it's going to start to tail off, maybe around a day, if not less, depending on how creation of players is going. So, I'm hoping that covered basically everything that everybody should know for the draft and the roster creation coming out soon. Of course, NBA 2K will be a little bit delayed if I do decide to do anything with that, if they even have any roster update ratings anyway. Because I got ages fixed on that, and that's basically it. I still haven't found a good badge system to mess around with on 2K22. But, like I said, if I missed anything that you think is going to be noteworthy, please comment it down below. I'll pin your comment if it is something noteworthy. But, I mean, I'm excited for the draft. I hope you guys are. I'm going to have some other content coming out, so there might not be a whole... So, I might, stop the stream every once in a while. Well, I don't know if I'll even stop the stream. If I'll just be like, when the Bears pick, I might just, record it real quick and then put it out on YouTube relatively fast. But, hey, I'm excited. Hopefully you guys are too. Like I said, I hope I went over everything. I was, going down a list. I was going through all the comments that I had on my videos, just looking and being like, okay, do I have this? Do I have this? Mention this, mention that type of stuff. Yeah, so I'm hoping EA gave me a little bit more leeway this year in making all the players. Of course, there are some names that I already know of that are going to be a struggle to put into Madden, like Hooker, but that is, I guess, one thing. So some players may not have correct last names. But with that being said, guys, if you guys enjoy this video or any other videos like this, if you guys enjoy my content, I'd appreciate if you guys subscribe. If you guys subscribe, you guys will be notified when the roster goes live. But with that being said, guys, I'm out. Peace.